to shoot, and this is getting better and better.
PES 2018 focuses on evolution over revolution. Changes over last year's edition enhance the foundation of gameplay as opposed to altering it. That's fantastic for serious followers of the series, but it might leave more casual players struggling to easily identify improvements. One of the biggest differences is just how much more responsive players are when the ball is close to them. They use more of their body to bring the ball under control. The side and back of the foot, shoulders, thighs and head are now used much more confidently to gain possession when the ball is coming towards them from an awkward angle or height, and gives more flexibility in the passes and crosses you can perform. The more skillful and creative the player, the more noticeable this improvement in bringing the ball under control is. Ball physics have changed in such a way as to make its movement across the turf feel heavier, more responsive to spin, and less like a game of pinball. Passes no longer magically find their way to teammates when kicked by a player who's wildly off balance. As a result, passes are perfect less frequently. But these changes are balanced out by improved first touch control, which enables skilled players to trap the ball faster and help keep the pace of play high.
Now it's Kane. Looks to slip it through.
This possession system is flanked by improvements to the close control system, giving you greater reign over dribbling and enabling you to keep better command of the ball in tight spaces. Shielding the ball from opponents and making subtle feints is now a very viable option and can improve your chances in the box when used intelligently.
A finish of true class!
If you've any ambition of winning regularly against human players, then master the close control system. It's an easy system to learn, but the real skill is in how creatively you can interpret that simplicity to your advantage. Elsewhere, an increase in the number of free kick options is welcome and opens the door for audacious, highlight reel-worthy attempts on the goal. Corner shots can be aimed with more accuracy, more technical players are able to apply more spin on the ball, and you can dictate the movement of specific teammates to follow up on shots or get on the end of a cross or faked shot. Unfortunately, free kicks end up providing you with more goals than they probably should due to inconsistencies with goalkeepers. They can seem both unbeatable and entirely incompetent during a single match, and too often one of the easiest saves are fluffed and the ball is knocked straight back to the penalty spot for an attacker to tap in a goal. This occurs with the best stoppers in the game, all the way down to the worst. Presentation has taken a step up with pre-match anthems and player introductions. Goal celebrations and stadium visuals are more diverse and engaging than last season. FIFA still wins in this area, but PES is certainly closing the gap, although the menu screens are still a relic of a bygone era. A new option to play the Showpiece Master League mode on a harder difficulty adds much more strategy to the managerial options. Clubs are much less willing to sell players, and your own squad is more easily upset and unsettled. Ultimately, keeping your job is much less straightforward than it used to be. We'll be updating this review in progress once we've had the chance to play on public servers. But for now, PES 2018 is a game that embraces the finer details of the sport, and that's where the focus on improvements comes from. As such, it's a hard game to love if you're not going to fully dedicate yourself to learning its intricacies. However, for those serious about playing a game of football that relishes complexity and depth, PES 2018 is hard to beat.
And in it goes! And surely that's the winner!
That's our take on PES 2018. For more, check out a full match played out in 4K or watch the game's official Usain Bolt trailer.